Hola a todos, bienvenidos a nuestro curso de Español 3A. Yo soy Gloria y voy a ser su maestra para estas 2 semanas. So, hi everyone, my name is Gloria and I will be your teacher for these 12 weeks for Spanish 3A. En este video, vamos a ver, in this video we will see a brief introduction to our Teachable platform. I'll explain to you what it is and I will show you what our online course will look like. And then I will briefly go over our syllabus y, obvio, vamos a hablar un poco de español. So first, how does our class work? So our class, we have a weekly pre-class video prep lesson. Y ese pre-class video es este video. Este video lo tienen que ver antes de la clase. So you guys have to see this video before class because it will prepare you for what we will cover in class, and it'll help you cover extra topics and get more practice with the homework or extra practice assignments that I mentioned in the video. So these videos are very important to progress in our language learning. Secondly, we have our virtual face-to-face core classes 2 times a week. Para la clase de Español 3A, las clases son los lunes y los miércoles de 6:15 a 7:30, and this is Central Standard Time. So we meet Mondays and Wednesdays from 6:15 to 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we will be meeting through Zoom, and it will be fun. We'll have annotations and different activities, so we won't be just looking at a screen the whole time. Y sí, esa es nuestra core class. Ahora tenemos our virtual face-to-face Saturday Cafe. Our Saturday Cafés son súper divertidos. Los Saturday Cafés pueden convivir. You guys can spend time with and enjoy a cup of coffee with other students from Spanish levels that are in around the same range that you guys are in Spanish 3A. And in these Saturday Cafés, you can practice some cultural activities, you can learn more about other regions. It's not as structured as our formal class. You just get to interact and just get a bit more of language practice. And these are every Saturday, once a week. So we have our weekly pre-class video, our core classes, and our Saturday Cafés. And then we have our online curriculum, which is Teachable, which you have access to all throughout the course. And I will show it to you briefly. We also have our discussion board, which is Padlet. En Padlet vamos a poder todos hablar e interactuar fuera de clase. So it's just some extra language practice time. So on Padlet, I can post links for songs, short sketch videos, or events that might be going on, even if they're just virtual, where you can get some good language practice. We can also do some mini missions where we can watch La Casa de las Flores, and you guys can make on Netflix, and then you guys have to do a little activity on Padlet, little scavenger hunts. So Padlet is really just an extra place for you to get more language practice, and it's really fun, and just you get to interact with everyone in your class. So say you don't get class time to talk with someone, or you remember something in the class that is in Spanish that someone else in the class might want to know, you can go ahead and share it on Padlet. And your Padlet will be linked to Teachable, and I will show you Teachable and Padlet right now. So Teachable is our online curriculum. Y en Teachable pueden encontrar todo de nuestra clase. Así que en Teachable están todos los handouts, o sea, todas las fichas. You'll have all the handouts for our class on Teachable. And then on Padlet, we have the discussion board, like I said. So this is what the Spanish 3A class looked like for this past summer. So you have the welcome, and then little field trip activities, surveys, and prueba pop, just questions and little activities, like for example here, Polyglot Potluck that was available. So just a bunch of activities that you can be a part of. So I will go ahead and share what Teachable and Padlet look like with you. So as you can see here, this is Teachable. This is Spanish 3A 12-week online curriculum. So that is our class. Y como pueden ver, aquí tenemos Resources for Students. Under Resources for Students, we have our syllabus, which is this one. You click on it and you view it here, our syllabus. So for our class, week 1, we're getting our introduction for our class, el cine español y Pedro Almodóvar, y vamos a repasar el pretérito regular. 3 cosas en la primera semana. Introducción del curso, el cine español y Pedro Almodóvar, y el repaso del pretérito regular. Semana 2, vamos a hablar sobre la historia de España, los géneros cinematográficos, acabar de, frases con acabar de. La semana 3, vamos a hablar sobre la institución familiar y la maternidad, el pretérito irregular y el cambio de raíz. En la semana 4 vamos a hacer un repaso de las semanas 1 y 3. Vamos a ver el presente perfecto y ustedes van a hacer unas presentaciones. Ahora, en la semana 5 vamos a ver el futuro. Vamos a repasar ir más a más infinitivo, las tradiciones en La Mancha, España, los ritos de la muerte en la semana 6 y tener ganas de en la semana 6. Semana 7, el flamenco, el condicional y imperfecto, formas y usos del imperfecto. Semana 8 va a ser repaso de gramática, palabras interrogativas, qué o cuál. Van a ser otras presentaciones. Semana 9 vamos a ver el pluscuamperfecto y las expresiones regionales. La semana 10, por pronombres de objeto directo e indirecto, la telebasura. La semana 11, superlativos, el crimen y la justicia. Y la semana 12, las presentaciones finales y cierre de curso. Entonces, esto es lo que vamos a ver en nuestra clase de español 3A. And you guys can see it under our syllabus. And as you can see here, it's up to be updated. This is for fall, but for fall 2020, you'll have teacher announcements here. You'll have a link to our Padlet, just like here. A link to a Padlet. And then you also have, if you feel like you need to review some more, you can go ahead and purchase the previous class before 3A. And you can review and catch up on your foundation just to be up to the level if you feel like you need more practice. And then we also have our pronunciation workshop. And this is very fun. You can do a free mini lesson if you want. And there's tongue twisters and just a lot of different activities that you can use to get that perfect pronunciation in Spanish, because we know grammar is important, listening and reading, but if people can't understand you when you're talking, then we're kind of missing the point of language. So this little workshop is super helpful. And if you want to check it out, you can do a free mini lesson. So that is all you will find under resources. And then before going on to Semana 1, I want to show you nuestro Padlet. Este no es el Padlet de nuestra clase. Este es el Padlet de la clase anterior. This is the Padlet for the old students in Spanish 3A, but this is what it looks like. So you have a bunch of different activities. See here, todo sobre la historia de España, and you just put yo aprendí, and you can just interact with all the students. You'll see videos and just people introducing themselves, songs, todo. Todo lo que esté relacionado con el español lo pueden compartir aquí. Anything that's Spanish related or that you want to share with the class, you can do here. And so that's for our Padlet. And now I want to show you guys what our week 1 looks like. So la semana 1 veremos el cine español y Pedro Almodóvar. Así que aquí está nuestro weekly handout. This is our weekly handout for Spanish 3A. And as you can see, we have our tema cultural, conversación, vocabulario, and we have a whole bunch of different activities. And what is really cool about the handout, you can go ahead and download it if you want. So you can download it, print it, and just work on it on your own time. And you also have the answers and the audio to the handout. So if you are looking at your handout and you don't know how a word is pronounced, that's not a problem. You can click here and you'll be able to hear someone from FLC Freestyle reading to you some portions of the handout. So it's really nice in case you have any questions about the pronunciation on the handout, and it just helps you practice your listening as well. Entonces, este es el formato de Teachable, pero también tenemos muchas otras cosas. We also have a bunch of other stuff. So we have supplemental activities that are just extra work that you can go ahead and do on your own time. And sometimes I will assign these supplemental activities as a homework in our weekly prep lesson videos, and that'll just prepare you to get ready for our class and what our discussion will be. And you will have the answers to all supplemental activities and an audio as well. And then we also have some vocabulary flashcards. You can go ahead and click on the Quizlet. Sometimes you'll have vocabulary flashcards. Sometimes you'll have quizzes. Y todo es para practicar el español. Y como pueden ver aquí, so you can see week 1, because we're going to get started with week 1. Once week 2 is nearing by, so Saturday you will be able to see what happens in week 2, our handout, and you will see the video. So this will unlock, all of the material will slowly unlock as we proceed to the class, like the class goes on. So this is what our Teachable and Padlet look like. Pero ahora he hablado mucho inglés, and I want us to get to some Spanish. Así que comencemos con un poco de español. Así que vimos nuestro discussion board y ahora me quiero presentar. ¿Quién soy yo? Yo soy Gloria, ¿verdad? Y dije, yo soy de México. Tengo una perrita que se llama Daisy. He vivido en 4 países. Mi película favorita es Matilda. No tengo una serie favorita, pero mis 2 series preferidas son El Club de Cuervos y La Casa de Papel. So, I'm just giving a brief explanation of myself. Y ahora es su turno. Te toca a ti. So what I want you guys to do now is que escriban 5 frases sobre ustedes. I want you guys to write 5 phrases about yourself like I did, saying, ¿de dónde eres? Where are you from? ¿Tienes mascotas o hijos? Do you have kids or pets? Número 3, ¿en qué países has vivido o dónde te gustaría vivir? What countries have you lived in or where would you like to live? Tu película favorita y tu serie favorita. Ahora, so I want you guys to write 5 phrases, 5 of these phrases, and put them up on our Padlet. You'll have access to our Padlet on our Teachable. So if you don't have a Padlet account, go ahead and create an account, and you'll have a little description on Teachable how to use Padlet, how to create an account and use it. So you can go ahead and publish, y si puedes, también pon una foto para que todos nos vayamos conociendo. So we can slowly start getting to know each other. And I want us to focus on the last 2 questions, tu película favorita y tu serie favorita, porque en esta clase nosotros vamos a estar trabajando con la película española Volver y también con la serie de Netflix La Casa de las Flores. So we will be using Volver, la película Volver, and the Netflix series La Casa de las Flores as our authentic material to get content for our class. So I want us to share what our favorite movies are like and what our favorite series are, so we can slowly start getting into that flow of talking about movies and series and just slowly start getting to know ourselves as well. So, antes de terminar, para la semana 1, como preparación, to prepare for week 1, I want you guys to read your welcome email from FLC, access Teachable, and explore your new curriculum and resources. So just explore Teachable, get used to it. And I would suggest to favorite Teachable, since it'll be something that you'll need to access quite frequently for a class. And then I want you to post on our new Spanish 3A Padlet our 5 phrases so we can start getting to know each other. Quiero que hablemos sobre de dónde somos, tenemos mascotas o hijos, qué países queremos, en qué países hemos vivido y en qué países queremos vivir, y nuestra película favorita y nuestra serie favorita. So those 5 statements: where we're from, do we have pets or kids, what countries have we lived in or what countries would we like to live in, favorite movie, favorite series. And once we have that done, put it up on Padlet. And if you guys have time, I want you guys to take a look at our week 1 vocabulary flashcards so we can get started on more vocabulary and be prepared for our first class. Así que eso es todo. Espero verlos muy pronto y hasta la próxima. Adiós.